So, yeah, moving on from that, we're just going to move on to our last topic, Kang, the future of Kang and Kang being recast. So, as we're doing this, just so people know, the ongoing trial for Jonathan Majors is very much ongoing at the
Not
time we
looking good for
record this.
him.
It's not looking good. It
No.
is not looking good.
Yikes. Not to laugh at
Yeah.
it, but if I was him, I'd be sweating.
So, in case people missed it, one, the accuser slash the victim, let's put it that way, that's what she is. She played like this recording that's like, oh, Jonathan Majors having like a breakdown and demanding things from her and all that. And it's out there. You guys can go find
Mm.
everything. But this has
Yeah,
led
how
to a
dare
lot of
you not be Michelle Obama? No, I'm a black
yeah,
man. No,
yeah,
that's a thing someone has said.
yeah. And it's definitely been an interesting thing to keep up with, but at the same time, we're hearing a lot of buzz. One, people are like, they're going to recast him. Two, some people have said he can't be recast because it's in his contract. Now, look, unless he has the greatest agents in the world
Yep.
that
Yep.
can negotiate that type of thing, that is, and I'm talking as somebody who knows people who work in the industry and knows somebody that's connected to a casting agency. I've never heard of this in any contract ever.
No, no. To me, this is an obvious that someone's misread what
Yeah.
someone said.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
no other version of Kang can be anyone else.
Yeah.
Right. That's one thing. Not being able, not letting him be recast, two separate things.
And also, that's the thing, like, these studios have it in there, and I know this for a fact. I know this for signing contracts when I was, like, an extra on something, like, even if I didn't get to it in time or whatever. Because 'cause I've done things, obviously, people know I've talked about it. I've done shoots where I was behind the camera, and I've seen some of these things, how they go. There is very distinct wording in there. The studio always wins. There is no scenario where they did not
100%.
say, "Hey,
Yeah.
if you get into legal trouble, your contract, no matter what's in it, is nullified." That is something they
Yeah.
put into all of their contracts. I know this for a fact. There is no scenario to me where in his contract it says only he can play Kang in every variant, and if they decide to abandon Kang, then nobody else can play him ever. That can't happen. That's
No.
the
No.
studio. That's like, imagine if Sony, for some reason, was to be like, hey, for eternity, only Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man and no one else. Nobody would agree on that. Literally
No.
nobody.
No.
Like, that's impossible. So I don't know. Like, I think there's a lot of miscommunication and things that have been said that have been maybe misinterpreted by insiders or people passing on the scoop or whatever, and it kind of gets
Mm.
just lost in the shuffle and becomes
It's
what it's
100% what it is. So someone
yeah,
said, like, yeah, no, no, they can't just have another actor play Kang.
yeah,
And someone's gone, cool, they can't recast him.
exactly. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
That's literally all this is. There's literally zero possibility that
Mhm.
they can't recast him at all.
Yeah.
They can
Yeah.
easily just stop that contract whenever they like. And they're going to. If he loses this trial, guess what? If he gets that like year sentence, he's done.
Mhm. Yep.
You won't
Yeah.
have him as Kang anymore. They will literally find someone else.
And I also do wanna bring this up because it's happened in the MCU. Edward Norton signed a 3-film deal for The Incredible Hulk and 2 Avengers. That's what was reported way back when. At least they confirmed the whole, Avengers thing 'cause he was supposed to be Bruce Banner in that, so that's 1. And they were talking about Incredible Hulk 2 and 3. And guess what?
Mm.
Marvel Studios, when he broke contract and he talked bad about Universal and them, that was enough to go, "Give this guy the boot."
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Majors is in the same position, and they could recast at any point if they want. And I do think that, honestly, depending on how this case goes, there's a chance that now, even if he was to be innocent, there is a belief that there is too much bad, like a bad cloud around him to keep him. And I could kind of see why some people are saying
Um,
that now.
I mean, it worked out for Johnny Depp, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, I know people would love to think that man's innocent, but he lost that defamation trial in the UK for a reason, right? He's not a well-hinged person. I
Mhm.
think, and there was also the whole, not that it was hugely widely talked about, but the whole thing with Josh Brolin before. He's
Yeah.
had some stuff. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, literally, the MCU was built on Robert Downey Jr. of all people, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, that he's slightly removed from times, right? But there's always some people have always got baggage. Half the time you can't get away from it. Not really defending Majors if this is all true, but I think if he wins it, you can keep him. I
Yeah.
don't think they'll
Yeah,
get
yeah.
rid of him. They haven't got rid of him yet, right? Before anyone would have just dropped him.
Oh, yeah.
Before the Depp and Heard trials, everyone dropped Johnny Depp.
Yeah, yeah.
Disney dropped James Gunn instantly over tweets and MAGA people brought up. With this, I think they'll probably keep him just for the sake of continuity.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah,
But
honestly, like, it's unless something horrific happens, some more evidence that's like, "Oh, you didn't see when Jonathan Majors was Sam Fishering around New York choking people out when they didn't see it." It's like,
yeah,
okay. At this point, there's evidence of him literally, like, I don't know, attacking people from, but like, it's
I'll say
this
for
is
what I've seen, I haven't looked at it a lot, and I kind of need to before I open my mouth, really, but I'm going to do
uh-huh.
it anyway. It seems he's just like if you're going to cheat on your girlfriend or your partner or whatever, right? And
Mhm.
they take your phone, you're gonna act like scramble to try and get the phone back, right? That's
Right,
that's
right,
just
right, right.
a basic human reaction, right?
Yeah.
You can't fault him for that. He just seems to have dialed it up a bit too much. Like, sure, if he's purposely clocked her over the side of the head with it, and it's not just a case of he's hit her in the head and trying to get his phone back, like. I mean, not defending him, but he's just trying to get his phone back, right? Like, yes, he's an arsehole, but he just wants his phone.
Right, right,
But
yeah.
if it's like intentional, like closed fist to the temple, yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
enough. Like
Uh-huh.
get the guy gone. He just seems from how it is now, like it's just not blown out of proportion, but like he's just eccentric to a fault.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I could yeah, I
yeah.
see what you're
Not
saying
not
there.
not trying to defend him one way or the other, but it's like at the end of the day, he's
Mhm.
just a bit of a twat, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
if he goes down for a year, then I'm it'd be unfortunate because he's a fantastic Kang. He's never done anything bad as Kang so
right.
far, right? But if we have to recast him, we've got to recast him. It's gonna move on with my life.
Yeah, I'm like, I am not one of those people that is attached to a specific actor, like, at the hip, and it's like, no, unless they're that character or whatever, unless they're like, it doesn't matter to me, I'm not
No,
obsessed with these
I'll
actors,
have my
like
reservations about a recasting,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, but when you have a character like Kang, and you've already
Mhm.
apparently killed off the Conqueror that you marketed for Ant-Man,
Exactly.
who cares, right? You can have a different one. It literally doesn't matter.
Mhm. Yeah, so, like
As long as it's not a white guy, right? That'd be a bit weird. Let's not recast Kang as a white dude. Like, majors or no, that would feel a little bit weird at this point.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
when you have an entire like amphitheater of Kangs. No, let's
Right.
not let's not do that route, please.
Yeah. It'll definitely be interesting to see how this whole thing plays out, because the whole major situation is getting a lot of, attention. And you gotta think there is a degree of, like, everybody's eyes are gonna be on this, especially now. It's still relatively slow in the news sphere, right? So,
Yeah,
there's a
because only
lot of
just started, right? Like,
uh-huh. So it's getting a lot more focused than it would have
mm,
at other times, which again,
mm,
fine, whatever, it is
yeah.
what
And
it
also
is.
the thing they've come out with is just elaborating on what we knew already. Like there was nothing that at least I've seen that revolutionary and new in it.
Mhm.
Apart from the whole, you have to be Michelle Obama sort of thing, which egotistical like bell end, like cool.
Yeah,
He's an
yeah.
actor. I'm shocked, right? Like,
I know, right?
who'd have thought? Everyone said it for decades that these actors have got massive egos, and then one comes across with a massive ego. I'm stunned.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Uh, I I mean, we'll see how this whole thing goes. Obviously, we don't know just yet because the case is ongoing, but I'm assuming there will be things that get out into the public, right? That are
Yeah, because haven't they got that like super secret evidence that no one's ever seen before?
right, right. That's
Like I can't remember
exactly.
which side has it, but someone's got it. It's like,
Someone's got it,
what is
yeah.
it? No, I know.
So hopefully that there's a smoking gun here that they can
Yeah.
pull out and be like, "Here you go, aha, innocent," and we'll see. Whatever happens, we'll obviously know, and we'll talk about that whole scenario, and then,
Yeah. You'd be like, surprise, it wasn't me, it was my twin sister, Joanne Majors.
right.
Boom.
Oh,
Oh, so
yeah.
let's be honest. At the end of the day, he's not even gonna go like in prison. He's or jail, whatever it is. He's not gonna
Yeah,
like, do time. He has money in America, therefore
exactly.
he can walk. He
Right, right.
might get something a bit more because he's not a white dude, but we
Exactly,
will
so
see. Yeah.
So I guess that's gonna bring us to the end of that topic as well. We don't want to go too much on things that are just kind of speculative right now still. So that brings us to, I
Mm.
guess, the end of the show where we're gonna have a little wrap up. So obviously there will be a bonus topic we're gonna do for members, and that's regarding Spider-Man in Venom 3. Some of the rumors that have hit in the last couple of weeks in regards to that and the potential of it and teases and things. So we'll see what happens.